Yeah, understanding of each other. We're all different. And we should accept each other for who we are and not what we think we should be or what they should be. This is why there's so much outrage, there's so much anger in the state. I was just talking to a man that came to visit Brother John from New York. And he said, are you ready to go back to the States? I said, oh, what am I going to find? He said, there's so much anger on one side and on the other side against what's going on. Trump people think, oh, we're doing the right thing. Most of us say, are you nuts? You're not doing the right thing, closing borders. People keeping people out. You can't do that. So this for us is a big deal. And so if you look on television, you'll see people that are protesting. Immigrants come into the country. We want you, we need you. So it's really something to think about. Really something to think about. How we live what we do. What do you want to do next, guys? You want to do vocabulary? You want to do idioms? You want to do, you want a conversation? Supan, what do you want to do? What would you like to do? Okay, confrontation or conversation? No, confrontation is disagreeing with each other, which is okay. Called it a debate.
Gotta get it on.
What would you like to talk about? What would you like to talk about? We'll talk to you. We'll talk. Topic. What would you like to talk about? Do you know? Anybody have an idea what you're what you would like to talk about? No, what would you like to talk about? Yeah.
When I go to trip the evening, I say the boss people he like did in live is me. I want to explain for me.
Okay, tell me again.
Live in life.
Tell yeah, and then we'll talk about.
Live in life. Không biết như vậy thầy theo bài hay của live in life life ชีวิตไงว่า life ชีวิต life ตัวนี้มัน FIVE เนี่ย
Live where?
Like you want to talk about?
นี่กระดาษเขาเขียนนะแต่เราไม่เข้าใจ
Supan, what are you thinking of? What would you like to talk about?
ชีวิตนี่ FIVE ครับ
Life?
Yes.
Okay, what are you thinking about life?
ชีวิตอ่ะเมื่อ
ชีวิตคือชีวิตรู้ไหม
ลิฟอินไลน์มันเขียนว่าลิฟอินไลน์
เดลิไลท์
LIE แล้วก็ได้ปีเลย
ลิฟอินไลน์
live
L I C H
ไม่ใช่เนี่ย LIVE
ไม่ลิฟอินไลน์
ลิฟ
ต้องเขียน
how is it in Thai say
ไอ้
it
โนไอ้
there's no Thai
โนไทย
ช่วยโน้ตท้ายผมไม่
he saw English but he don't know what it means he want to know what it means
okay but
but
what
he
is
cannot spell
what is he trying to say in Thai
yeah he saw that in
ก็
English
แปล
but he don't know the meaning he would like to know the meaning of that
he saw the sign
oh you saw a sign okay but what did the sign say
live in life
ลิฟอินไลน์
live in life
โนโนลิฟ R I C H ลิฟ
สีเขียวให้ได้
rich rich
RICH เหรอ
wealthy rich
เวลออฟอะลิฟเอาเวลออฟ
rich
RIC R
ICH
ใช่ไหม
I C
rich
อินไลน์
rich
อิ
in
นไล
life
น์
oh okay that's a good topic
ที่ร่ำรวย
rich in life
โอ้โห
ที่ร่ำรวย
ว่าจะบอกนะเจ็บมาแล้วได้ไหม
what does mean
ก่อนที่จะได้เป็นลูกที่ว่าต้องเคยเรียนว่า
what does it mean to have a rich life rich can mean a lot of money he is very rich because he saved a lot of baht rich can also mean how you look at life, your family, your friends, your happiness, where your travel, what life means to you. Does it mean helping people? Does it mean having happy, good, healthy children? It's what you think. What do you think? Have a rich life. What do you think means to have a rich life?
เข้าใจไหม
Not always money. It's not always money, because money doesn't buy you
แค่
everything.
ไหนกับชีวิตที่เรารวย
Money doesn't always buy you everything.
I stay enough I stay enough
พอเพียง
พอเพียง
So you spend
หัวเราะกันทำไม
ก็พูดเองเหรอครับ
เราจะหันพูด
I'm getting philosophical when we're talking about very elementary things.
เพราะจับไป
หัวเราะเกี่ยวกับเรื่องอะไรเนี่ยเดี๋ยวยังหยุดไม่ได้
ก็บอกให้พูดเกี่ยวกับชีวิตที่เรารวยอ่ะคิดว่าเป็นแบบไหน
ไม่เราเห็นว่าเขาเขียนมาแบบนี้อย่างพวกของหมายคืออะไร
เขาอธิบายให้ฟังแล้วความหมายของเขา
ชีวิตเขาเลยจะทำอะไรโอ้ยง่าย
ไม่ได้บอกตังค์เนี่ยเงินมันไม่ได้ความหมายว่าจะเป็นคนรวยนะ
Yes.
In my opinion, to have a rich life, number one, we need to work.
Work.
Work, no work, no job, no money.
เราจำหัวนี่
Meaningful work.
ก็ได้จ้ะ
What does it mean to have meaningful work? Meaningful work means something that you like to do, that brings you, even though you make money, you like what you're doing.
แล้วเจอ
You
จอบ
like what you're doing. Maybe the people that go out and clean the streets, to them that may be really meaningful because if they see it's clean, it's nice, they get money. Other people may say, how can you do that? I think they're wonderful. I think the people that clean our streets, that pick up our garbage, that those are the people in the world that keep us from being sick, from keep making it messy, dirty. I mean, we look at them sometimes and say, how could they do that? They got it. You know? Yeah, to have meaningful work. To make enough money.
Only for their life.
Be happy with your work. I've had jobs in my life, I hated my job, hated to go in and every day go in and do the same thing and not like it. But I said, wait a minute, I need money. Was I a happy person? No, of course not. But then I said, hey, wait a minute, I need money. Sometimes you have to compromise. Sometimes you have to say, I gotta do this because I need to make the money, you know? Can't always be perfect. How else can you have a rich life?
happily life,
Family life.
happy,
What makes you happy?
uh, nothing bad in your life.
Does that happen?
Say happy life,
What makes you happy, Rainbow? You think up here. Your mind is up here. You think a lot about things. You know?
I think
The worst.
sometimes.
It's okay. Better than being down here.
Live in life save the people. He live enough. Save the people. Live enough. Live in life. Save.
Rich in life.
Live in life. In life. Save the people. Live enough.
Enough for what?
Rich in, they have enough.
เขาเพียง
ชีวิตเขาแบบ
To have, for me, I can only talk for me and try to use vocabulary to make think and talk and use words. To me, to be rich in life is to have enough money to be able to do things, to buy food, to go places, to
live happily in
Yeah.
society.
yes, to be
อยู่แบบเพียงพอเป้าหมาย
To live happily in society.
ก็รวยกับแบบพอเพียงมีความสุขความหมายใช่ไหม
yeah, to live happily in the world.
Society.
Yeah, to live in society. Says this is society, living with people. This is to live happily in the world, to be happy, to be happy to live in the world. Some people need a lot of money to be happy. Some of us don't need a lot of money to be happy to live in society. Rich life. Rich life. What about children? Did that make a rich life? Do you feel good about having children, about grandchildren? Does that make your life feel good? Children. That's a rich life, to be able to have children, grandchildren.
ความหมายเยอะ
For some people, that's absolutely the most important thing.
มีเงินต้องใช้เป็น
They did a study
ถ้า
of
ใช้ไม่เป็น
people,
ตายออกไปไม่ได้
I don't know where it was in Southeast Asia, maybe Philippines, I don't know. Very poor people, by our standards. They were just making enough to live, to have food, to be able to buy clothes. And they asked him, are you happy? He said, yes, I'm very happy. I have a family, I have a house, I have people that I love and love me. So he was happy, even though we would say, how can you be happy with no money? Look at how you're living. But they were happy.
Yeah.
Rich life. It depends how you look at life. What about you, Noel? What makes a rich life?
Rich man,
Hmm.
find a good job,
Get
Thailand Sarawi.
What else makes a rich life?
Huh?
What else?
What else?
What else makes a rich life?
อะไรอีก
Good husband.
What makes your life happy?
Married a rich man.
We have good environment. We have good environment. We live in good environment.
ถึงแม้ว่ามีเบียร์
Belief in
good environment. Environment.
Not live is here. Stay or live. Live in good
Environment.
environment.
live in a good environment?
Yeah,
Yeah,
live in-
yeah.
That's a rich life. No pollution, no noise.
Yeah.
Like that. Live in good,
Environment.
yeah. Good river, good air, good
สุดๆตาลงไม่ขึ้นหรือต่อไปให้นอน
more green land. Good air, good river,
Good open space,
yeah, good space,
like parks.
yeah. More green land.
Yeah.
สิ่งแวดล้อมที่ดีสิ่งแวดล้อมที่ดี
Yeah, green grass, openness.
Green land,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a rich life. Yes, rich life. Everybody's is different.
We have
So when you ask, I'm sorry, I
good
apologize.
neighbor. We
Yeah,
have good
neighbors.
neighbor.
สำ
Friendly
คัญเลย
neighbor.
ไอ้ neighbor นี่ตัวสั่งสำคัญ
Neighbor kan ya.
That's very important.
Yeah.
You can have somebody with a
Good neighbor.
sound system, with a music and blasting and garbage and, yeah, please.
good neighbor good friend good society
Yeah, good society. Makes a rich life.
จริง
It's not always money.
ที่ดีๆอะไรเนี่ย after clean guard open land open land
Kilo
เพื่อนนี่ก็พื้นที่
กิโล
Can we deliver?
ที่เปิดกับ
So you see,
เป็นเจ้าของพื้นที่แล้วนะ
so you see, Robert, when you see something like rich life, it has a lot of different meanings to different people.
Yes, yes.
For you, maybe money, maybe family,
ไอ้
maybe work.
โอ้เด็กไอ้โค้ children
Yeah, children make a rich life.
my children
So when you see this, I would think for everybody it would be different. What I think is a rich life. For me to do this is a rich life. I'm grateful. I also think that you have to have some belief, for me anyway, in a religion or something higher, that there's something more than us. You know, that there's something that's more than just us. If you don't believe, have you ever heard this word? Person who believes there's no God. We also use the word higher power. Higher power means something that's better than us. An atheist. This is a big deal in the States because we have, when they have 10 commandments, love thy neighbor, love thyself, these fools, in my opinion, go out, no, you can't have anything that says about a God. No, 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 freedom you can't have. But we have to let them because they're... So an atheist is a person who believes there's not a God or higher power. Higher power can be Muhammad, can be Buddha, can be anything in the faith. Hinduism, that there's something to believe in. I think you need that for me to have a rich life. I have to believe in something. I don't know, do you? I mean, do you believe in something?
I do that.
Yes.
Yeah. Why?
And another thing we need to have is important. Good health. Good health.
Gotta have good health.
Yeah, good health.
That's the most important.
Yeah, what important? Good health or healthy.
Gotta be healthy.
Yeah.
Gotta be healthy. If you're not healthy, health, absolutely. Makes a rich life. You just have a cold and you like, oh. And you get better and you say, wow.
พระเจ้าเนี่ยไม่มีพระเจ้าและไม่มี
And good health. Have good health. What makes your life rich? What makes your life a rich life? What makes your life important? Do you have a rich life? Is your life a rich life? Is it full, full life?
My rich life is living with my family.
There you go, living with your family. Family. Your monks are your family now.
Yes.
They're your family too.
Yes.
Sometimes better than family. You know? Rich life, these are all things.
For me, rich life, for my opinion, I think is to living a happy life is very good.
And good health is a big one. You want a rich life. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have a good health, what the heck is a good health?
You need to have time.
Stay in a convalescent or stay in your bedroom,
Cannot eat. Cannot walk.
can't work, can't go outside,
Yeah.
sick all the time. What good is all that money?
To be healthy and wealthy.
Health is wealth.
Yeah.
That's the saying, the Indians say that. Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. I remember when my mother was dying, you can't sleep, I think. It's very hard to sleep, and she said, just to be able to get 2-3 hours of sleep was like, wonderful, wonderful. So these are all good words I think we came up with. Supan, what's a good life for you? A rich life? What would make your life, you could say, a rich life, as young as you are right now?
This thing, it is very different from other people
Okay.
because when you are rich, you can what you want to buy something you can because you have enough money. If you want to buy a house or to buy a car, to buy something, you can. And I think it's really perfect for you.
Okay, yes, because I was very poor as a child. We did not have money. And we've talked about this before. You always were worrying, where's the next dollar going to go? How are we going to pay this? Where are we going to get money for that? Where are we going to... And you're right. You're right, that money is important. That money is important. But is it everything?
Yes, money is important, but not everything.
No. No. Well, for young people, they haven't lived long enough. I would like to see you 10 years from now and ask you what you think a rich life is. Do you think it changes as you get older?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it changes as you get older. Suphan, I always pick on him because this is why we're here for, to educate. What do you think makes your life good now? You don't have a lot of money, but do you still have a rich life, a good life?
You have to, for me, you should never stop learning.
So education makes a rich life.
Yes, education.
You're absolutely right, in my opinion.
Never stop learning.
Never stop
because
learning.
I never stop thinking.
Keep your mind learning. Does it always have to be in a book? Do you always have to learn from a book?
Sometimes you
Sometimes,
should.
but all the time do you have to? No. What are some ways you don't learn from a book?
Should find something different. And
You can learn, yes, from a book about how to act and how to, but do you learn from your other monks? Do you learn from other people? That's learning. Yeah. Talking to foreigners. Learning, like, how am I going to finish this test? That's learning. Doesn't always have to be from a book. Anything else on this? What makes your life rich?
I say people, and when I have to work, I can find out someone to tell me if my
Friends. Time. We give each other time. That makes a rich life. To be able to give each other time. That's important. The idiom before we leave?
Yes, yes.
The idiom, enough of this? But you see, this is what vocabulary, there's going to be a time when you're going to want to think about things. Just, Sir, am I wrong?
Huh?
Am I wrong to present this type of thinking?
It's a good idea, teacher.
Yeah.
Very
Good
Thank
idea.
you.
Yeah.
Very good.
See, so when you see words, Robert, and last time I'll say it, so when you see words, rich life, if this is what you saw, I don't know, think about what it means. Whether it's in Thai, whether it's in Khmer, whether it's in whatever. All right, let's do a couple of idioms and then we'll get out of here.
Con gì đó.
Or did you like the ones that we were?
Có mặt còn sẵn rồi đó.
I guess what I've tried to do while I've been here is just not read a book, write something on the board. The purpose, I think, was to try to learn the language by using the language thinking. You know what I mean? You gotta think. You gotta think. You just can't sit there. You gotta use your head. on the wrist, please. A slap on the wrist. The judge gave him a slap on the wrist.